It's time to glue your ass to the easy chair. Wait a minute, you're already there. This is the Nick and Artie Show. Call 1-800-546-7663. Now, Nick DiPaolo and Artie Lang.
Yeah. Listen to that, folks. It's the premiere of the Nick and Artie Show. I am Nick DiPaolo, alongside my co-host, Artie Lang. Artie, how are you?
What's up, Nick? This is exciting. Little Van Halen to start it off.
Absolutely. You can kill that now.
Nick, so I'm all excited about starting the big show, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, this is perfect.
Sure.
Beginning of October, I'm a Yankee fan. Nick's a Red Sox fan. The Yankees and Red Sox will probably be in the playoffs.
Oh, no. Here we go already. Oh, my goodness.
And
the salts.
And then that night happens. I mean, that's like, how does it feel when Longoria hits that home run? I mean, literally, here's my analogy. The Red Sox lose, okay?
Yeah.
And so for 3 minutes...
This is ancient history.
So for I know, but we have to discuss
kidding.
it. We have to discuss
I'm kidding.
This.
It's fresh.
It's not like I'm bringing up Bucky Dent.
That's right.
For 3 minutes, everyone in Boston is a Yankee fan. I mean, how does that make it? Well, for 3 minutes, you're rooting for the Yankees.
No, it was more than that. We were pulling for you like the night before, too.
Yeah, but I mean, but for 3 minutes, you needed us more than anything in the world.
I know.
And so, as a Red Sox fan, how does that feel? Well, I just want to know.
It's not like I was sitting there in my Yankee pajamas. You know?
I didn't know you had Yankee pajamas.
I got to be honest with you. I'm like one of those, Irish kids that grew up 3 minutes from Fenway. I was like, no, if we have to go down, we have to go down. I don't want the Yankees.
You don't want the Yankees? You didn't care? You don't want the Yankees to win? No. There's no way to root for them?
I wish I could say that, but that wasn't the truth. I was praying. But you keep talking about Longoria. Everybody keeps talking about Longoria's home run.
Well, it did end it.
Well, it did end it, but he wouldn't have got up to the plate if the guy Johnson doesn't hit that home run to extend the game. Nobody talks about that guy was down to his last strike. One strike away.
A lot of crazy stuff happened.
And Longoria doesn't see the plate if that guy doesn't. It reminds me in 1986 of the Mets.
Right.
Everybody blames Buckner for the ball through the legs.
Yeah.
When really, I still blame Gedman for a pass ball that went by his left ear. He must have been smoking hash that night.
I think Stanley threw a wild pitch. You think Gedman should have had that?
It was like right by his ear. He was like moved and he had the reflexes of like Meg Ryan on that play.
Believe it or not, I hate the Mets so much that I was rooting for the Red Sox in that.
How did it feel to be a Red Sox fan?
No, I hate the Mets, and I hated that Mets team so much. I was rooting for the Red Sox, and that was just. Plus, I had bet the Red Sox big.
Now the truth comes out.
Yeah, if the Red Sox lost, I wasn't going to be able to go to community college. And I didn't, and so I'm sitting here with you now at 10 a.m.
I have never. I was just sitting there. As much, we've had 2 World Series in the last 8 years and stuff, and you're like, this will bounce off. But it was like cancer of the bones. It was just I couldn't believe Papelbon comes in, he's throwing smoke, makes a couple of guys look silly, then gives up that double, and I'm like, here we go.
Yeah.
And sure enough, and then Crawford. On that fly ball, that final ball that scored the winning run, it's a play he makes in his sleep when he's in Tampa.
You're right. When something bad's about to happen to the Red Sox, it's like signs start happening. Like even in '86, like Gary Carter got a single, then Kevin Mitchell got a single, and it's like, Keith Hernandez was drinking a beer watching the game in the clubhouse. Which is one of my favorite things of all time. But I think the Red Sox historically do well the first, 10 years of every century.
Oh, I know you're going to say that, you dirty son of a...
So
rotten.
For 8-year-old Red Sox fans right now, the hell is already starting. Like Longoria has started the hell that you've been going through forever.
These kids are going to have track marks in their arms by 8th grade, just like we did.
I I did too, and we won. So let's show you what my home life was like. Yeah. But the Red Sox really are like a Greek tragedy in a lot of ways. And look, and to tell you the truth, I don't want to see. In the playoffs, as a Yankee fan, I want to see
the Red Sox.
Yeah,
I would too. With a team that was 5-20 in the And the last few weeks of I'd like to see the Sox come too if I was a Yankees fan.
Although, at the same time, the Red Sox, what were they, 8-0 against the Yankees in the beginning of the year?
Well, it was better than that. We were 11 out of 14, I think.
Yeah. So,
but that wouldn't have happened, I'm telling you, even if they got in.
Right.
They were playing so bad, Artie. I just happen to have some free time on my hands, not doing comedy, watching them every night in September. And they were playing. Some nights they were throwing the ball around like it was like my niece's Little League team. It was just embarrassing. I couldn't believe it was like the fix was in. Ground ball. I remember a couple weeks ago, guys on first and second, ground ball to Scutero at short.
Right.
And Aviles, the third baseman, isn't covering third for the fours.
Right.
That's something I did like in Little League.
Right.
He's standing there, spacing out.
And who gets blamed? Francona.
Yeah, well, that's the horror of all
the
this.
Most ridiculous thing ever.
It's the world we live in. It's sad, isn't it?
I always thought to myself during that 86-year drought.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That 86 years of hell, that whoever the manager was for the Red Sox when they finally won the series would just be manager for life. You just go, look, and then he does it again in 07.
And has like a winning record against the Yankee. What more do you want out of the guy?
And you're right. The players, in my opinion, are more to blame than Francona.
Well, you know, Epstein came out and said that. He goes, we're not blaming Frank. Everybody knows it wasn't his fault and stuff. You know, everybody always does that cliche. You can't fire the whole team. Why not? Let's try something new.
Get rid of everybody.
Never mind those contracts. They tear them up when they have a good year, don't they? So let's do it the other way around. But, you know, he said he couldn't get through to the players, and it looked it. The last month of the year, I didn't see any urgency. I know, you know, Adrian Gonzalez can't run, but he looked like he's moping when he hits a ground ball.
Well, he also can't speak English, which makes it tough to get through to him.
Ortiz.
And maybe he speaks English, broken English, I don't know.
They just look slow and unmotivated. So I'd love to know what was going on in the locker room. And there's all kinds of rumors now, boss. I was talking to my dad last night, and they said, Euclid might have had something to do with the locker room having not any harmony. Or
really?
Who knows? That could be just somebody,
See, I don't believe stuff
I don't either. Especially Euclid, I don't believe.
I don't believe stuff like that ruins a team to the point where they blow it that bad.
No, exactly. A fly ball and you dub it. What's that got to do with you fighting with the guy next to you over your bottle of Pert he stole out of your locker?
I mean, the Yankees in the late 70s fought more. I'm going to bring that up again. Remember in 78, the Yankees?
I was out of town.
And they fought a lot, too, yet they came back from a 14-game deficit against the Red Sox and beat them as well.
Yeah. So, and Larry Lucchino, again, I'll show you my forearms. This is the needles I used. You're familiar with this. Then Larry Lucchino, one of the owners or whatever, apparently I heard his name come up as far as a problem, with Francona. Who knows? Now Epstein, the headlines today, Epstein, 50-50 chance of him leaving.
Yeah, how do you get rid of a guy like Theo Epstein as well? It look, it was a horrible, horrible thing that happened. Yeah. And I guess so people are out for blood, but what they're doing is wrong. Yeah, they're dismantling,
what they put together. And it really makes, Theo Epstein, his words ring hollow when they were winning.
Right.
Fans are the most important. It's a business, but I understand it's a business. But, boy, they're shameless about it now. It's like, okay, he's looking for a new job. He wants to, And,
forget it. Yeah, the business end of it is just even the new part. Yankee Stadium is like a mall. I'm a Yankee fan. I can't stand going to Yankee Stadium.
Why? And you're going to shop for Eblanix shoes? And...
I mean, there's there's like a Gucci in there. You can get like a Greg Nettles pair of high tops or something. I really think they shouldn't even call it the Yankee Stadium anymore. They should call it Pepsi Field. I don't like it. And
what do you mean? There's a one potato two and a yarn barn in there? 800-546-7663. If you want to chime in, it's just, what was that? Somebody was in my ear mumbling.
Yeah. The point is that the Red Sox hell for the 21st century, I think, has begun.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
I think this is going to be known as sort of like the Longoria curse, much like the Babe Ruth curse. It's that bad. What happened that night is that bad. And as a Yankee fan, I want to laugh so hard at the whole thing, but I don't know. I just
I'll tell you why you're not laughing that hard right now.
Right?
Because you got Verlander tonight, and you got A.J. Burnett going in Game 4, so that's why you're not letting it fly.
A.J. Burnett, who look,
please, on a bad strike me out.
No, on a bad night, I could probably double the right center off A.J. Burnett. But tonight we have CC Sabathia, who's the picture of health, going against Verlander. And I believe, I don't know, we're going to get an update from there. But
yes, that's coming up. As a matter of fact, we got a lot to get to this hour. We're going to get an update from the Tigers-Yankees game. We're also going to talk about Monday Night Football, get an update for that exciting matchup.
Yeah.
A Peyton Manningless Colts versus a, always exciting Tampa Bay team. Please.
How much do the Colts need Peyton Manning? 0-3 without the one guy.
I know. And they're missing some good defensive players.
Right.
And we're going to talk about P. Diddy's kid playing football. Apparently P. Diddy got upset with a coach. That's always interesting, that racial dynamic. It's Nick and Artie, folks. Stay tuned.
Yeah, they're wearing tights. You got a problem with that? It's Nick and Artie.
Welcome back to the Nick and Artie Show, folks. We this segment we're gonna get an update on the Yankees game. We got a guy live there.
Oh, that guy's having a good time. Detroit's a fun city to be in.
Wonder where he parked his car. We were talking previously about the Sox, and Artie was torturing me about the Red Sox choking.
Not torturing you.
No, I know.
Just
saying they're not going to win again for another 100 years.
Well, I'm just saying that, at least you'll be dead, 100 years, right? And my liver will have gone out way before then, so,
The Sox could win one next year. I don't know if you're going to see it. Come on, folks. A little gallows humor here.
I don't know if I'll see the end of this Detroit Yankee game tonight.
You better. We got a big contract.
Yeah, right.
But let's take a call. We got a guy actually calling in from Boston who wants to talk about the collapse of the Red Sox. I think it's John from Boston. John, are you there?
Hello? Who this?
Hey, John. It's Nick DiPaolo and Artie Lang.
What's up, John?
How we doing, guys? Hey, Nick, we got a mutual friend by the name of Doug. I'll leave it at that. I think you know who it is.
Oh, I do. What a chooch he is. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's a piece of work.
Uh-oh.
Well, how do you feel? How do you feel about this?
I feel it's very, very sad. And I'm from Boston, and I'm a huge New England fan. And I got to agree with Artie. We're in store for some trouble.
You think so? The curse is back, is what you're saying.
I wouldn't say a curse, but who are we going to have manage? There was no chemistry in that clubhouse all year long, especially in September 7 and 22.
No, you're contradicting yourself. You're saying we're in trouble now, but you're saying there was no harmony in the clubhouse. So maybe a new guy.
In trouble, and there was no harmony in the clubhouse. I think they got a lot of fixing to do, and I don't think they're done. I think Theo's next.
Yeah, he's talking. It's 50-50 whether he goes somewhere.
I agree with this guy because I think Francona knows what he's doing. Whoever gets him as a manager,
absolutely,
is going to be lucky as hell.
Nobody's disputing
that. Harmony in the clubhouse. All right, this guy's right. Who are you going to get? I mean, who's going to?
So what are you guys
harmony?
saying? Francona's the only one that can handle this team on the face of the earth. Really?
Hopefully,
Tony La Russa, maybe.
Hopefully, well, what's going to get him there?
No,
why not?
Listen,
his contract's up.
I love Artie, and we hate to agree with him in the whole Yankee mentality. It is what it is, Nick. Okay?
Yeah,
but listen, Francona has the best record in franchise history.
I love him. I'm not...
Yeah.
I love him.
I mean...
But this happens...
Did he exercise his options, or he chose not to come back? I mean, what is it? That's a contradiction.
I don't know.
No,
he said he couldn't get through to the players, and I'm look, we're in New York, but I heard Larry Lucchino had a problem with him. I don't know. It depends what you want to believe, you know. But I find it hard to believe, and I love Franco. I'm crushed that he's gone.
Right.
But come on, let's not act like there aren't, you know.
He should go to the Cubs, and then if